What's up, everyone? I got another selection of interesting, wildly, and some disturbing videos for us today. Hopefully, all is well.
The world population could easily exceed 6 billion, 8 billion by the year 2020. The negative impact of population growth on all of our planetary ecosystems is becoming appallingly evident. Unless nations will agree to work together to tackle these cross-border challenges posed by population growth, overconsumption of resources, and environmental degradation, the prospects for a decent life on our planet will be threatened.
I told you Epstein never died. His Moloch God protected him.
Why would they kill him now? He went to jail for the same crimes as 09.
I told you, Larry. How could you fucking? I was locked up there 100 times. There's no way you could get.
It's really double jeopardy. He had amassed a lot of information on people.
Was he a Mossad?
He was definitely groomed by Mossad for sure.
Right.
And then at the same time, this guy was having some of the most brilliant minds on the planet
Yeah.
on his island for research purposes, big science conferences.
Right.
But the only thing that connects all of these people together is who they consider God. That's why he have a temple dedicated to Moloch on his island.
What's
the god of child sacrifice.
Oh, Moloch. Yeah, okay.
Now we talking.
Yeah, they
Go
all
down
were.
that way with him.
Yeah, let's go down.
Pull up the video of Lady Gaga swearing to.
I'll learn we're on a fucking world stage. Nothing's gonna be surprising you. They got literally a card game, Illuminati card game with all these damn pre-planned events on it. Like, it's just.
I was talking to some like random dude on Twitch one time, y'all, and this dude told me, like how it's the Truman Show is really the human show. Everybody's actors, and at first I blew him off. I'm like, man, he don't know what he talking about. He just saying things. But as time progressed, I don't know what to believe anymore. Like things is starting to get, it's just all over the place with a lot of the information that's just coming at us. I could see truth in a little bit of everything, honestly.
Real simple shit you can look at and be like, oh yeah, this is a simulation.
Believe it or not, this video is from 1915, showing the use of a smoke screen, released to mask the movement or location of military units such as infantry, tanks, aircrafts, or ships. The most common mixture for generating smoke screens was a zinc chloride smoke mixture, consisting of hexachloroethane, grained aluminum, and zinc oxide. This was combined with hydrochloric acid, which absorbed the moisture in the air, forming thick clouds that could obscure vision. Do these remind you of anything?
About the dead internet theories.
I don't know nothing about it.
Basically, the internet theory is that the internet died back in 2016, 2017. Since then, everything that we see online is basically AI generated content and bots. It was created to basically gaslight the entire world. I believe this shit only because of Destiny. He's basically like a YouTuber / debater, streamer. He comes across this guy who claims to be some type of politician. The guy's name is Dr. Aegon Chaloki.
Apparently he has really strong credentials. He's got a very unique name, but I can't actually find good information about who it is.
And this guy has a YouTube channel where he has speeches. They're like 3-hour-long videos, just straight talking without having a water break, taking any type of break.
I am an intelligence educator. I prepare intelligence personnel for clandestine service. The focus of my career has been centered on the intelligence component of national security.
Wait, why does he have 2 clip-on mics?
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I don't meet somebody in person, as time progresses for me, I don't even know if people are real or what is real. Because if I didn't see it, like once I seen them deep fake videos, I was like, oh yeah, it's up. At this point, this might be pre-Project Bluebeam. Like so much stuff going on, and it's really just the curtain may fall. Like the curtain may fall and everything might just be, it might just destroy us with all this information that's coming at us.
One for backup, maybe?
My name is Aegon Chalakian. I am a part.
This is 10 months ago. Wait, so is he real?
And then in his chat, this random user sends a link saying, I don't think this guy is fake. I found this document about him and it seems legit. It's like a bot.
Recognize.
Or somebody sent out a bot to basically
convince them to not believe them.
Exactly.
So we have a federal court case, and it's the guy, it's all the wrong font for court documents. Yeah, I noticed that the state was misspelled up here. The real photo. Wait, are these hands real? The women's faces are at the exact same angle. People are saying it's like the exact same face. Is it though?
It's the exact same thing.
No. Hold on. No. Wait. It is fake. This is a fake picture.
If you know, you know.
And that's why a lot of times, like, be careful with some of these bots that's pushing it, because I recognize some of them as bots, especially like on TikTok, like X. I try to stay off of X. It's kind of wild over there. But even IG, man, some of the models is fake. Some of the people are fake. They not even real. Like, and then it's like getting closer and closer to you. Like, are we in a simulation? Like, what is going on? What is the end goal? What's the objective? Man, it's so wild. Like, sometimes I'll be wondering, is this some like AI that went rogue and is doing things, and the governments don't want to say anything, and it has everybody under its control, and it's the puppeteer, and we're the puppets?
No.
You're clones. You're copies of people out here in the world.
Our administration believes that there are loopholes that could allow the cloning of human beings.
Why? Some hag trophy wife needs new skin for a facelift, or one of them gets sick and they need a new heart. They take it from you.
Kevin Hart's crash, that horrible accident that really, when you see the photos, everyone is wondering how in the world they all survived.
I have a clone. It's about a good three of me.
Kevin and the two other people were in the car with him.
You've seen people die from far lesser car accidents than that.
The DJs claim that Britney and her boyfriend had been killed in a car crash on a Los Angeles freeway. Within hours, the internet was buzzing with the tragic news. The Dallas radio station responsible, KEGL, has spent the day apologizing on air for the hoax.
2004, Britney Spears secretly went to work on some music. She wrote an album that she called Original Doll. There were songs where she was talking about feeling like a manufactured pop star. And then there was Mona Lisa.
And she wants you to know she's been cloned.
A few years after that, she released a music video, and the video was about her being cloned.
The whole reason you exist is because everyone wants to live forever. It's the new American dream.
We need to talk about this person.
And there's people out there that are rich enough to pay anything for it.
Every Kardashian has a clone stored in Calabasas.
Am I a clone? How would I know if I was the clone or if I was the real one?
I have a clone.
It's like me versus... Whoa, wait, don't give away too much, man. Yeah,
the real Kodak is locked up still. The real Kodak is in an island. It's on an island somewhere. I know I'm a clone. Bro, you're a clone. I'm a third gen.
I have a clone for music. I have a clone for film. I have a clone for my personal life. I have a clone for my family life as well. So
I think some people that's saying it, they just either getting paid to say it, or they just saying things to just, you know, maybe go along with a trend. But man, it's a lot of stuff that could be true. Like that movie Us. Who knows? We might all have some sort of clone underground.
that's how it gets done.
I can say clone. I want to say clone. All right, so there's like a clone.
I think you have to. I think you like have to. They kill you if you try to walk away, and they clone you.
Sir, I have never seen anything like this before. Once again, clones here outside of J-Lo Park.
Ain't that you, Tyrone?
I mean, they do put the truth in movies, but it's just a theory, right?
The spot. This the spot. Nah, come back out. Look, why they be peeking like that? Peek it. All right, so look, let me know. I'm gonna let this stay. Just let me know if y'all think I should try to be friends with them. Maybe I'll come bring them some food or something.
Okay, so allegedly, a strange creature was caught on the body cam of a Utah County Department police officer. It was him and his partner who got called in for some movement and by some abandoned house. What y'all think?
These farmers were shocked to find a strange creature attached to one of their goats. They try and remove it with a stick. As the goat walks out, we get a better look at the creature. It appears to be black, with long arms that wrap around the body of the goat.
Could that be a sloth? Or something?
After several attempts, the men finally free the creature, and it dashes away from them. But things just get stranger, as it seems to slither and slide along the ground like a snake, but moving very fast. Slowing the footage. What is this creature?
I don't think it's no lizard. Chupacabra. No, I don't know. I don't know. I thought this was Forrest Gump for a moment. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, this Forrest.
Bigfoot Alien Footage California 2026.
Man, listen. AI crazy. It could be AI.
Peering through a window at 30 in the morning in Bluff Creek, California. That's Bigfoot country. Legendary ground. You see it stand there, not running, not growling, just observing, like it knows it's being watched back. Then, it raises a long finger, presses it against the glass, chills, and then bend down slowly and vanish without a sound. No creaking boards, no rustling bushes, just gone. The homeowner says there's more CCTV footage coming, which only deepens the mystery. Because this wasn't some blurry shadow or wind-blown tree branch. This was deliberate, calm, intentional. People will say hoax. They'll talk about costumes and college pranks. But those who live near these woods, they know something else walks here. Not every missing hiker gets found. Not every howl is from a coyote. And not every footstep in the night belongs to man. Could this be Mancy's Bigfoot, named after one of California's oldest Sasquatch legends, returning to watch over or warn those on its land? Maybe he's curious, maybe he's lonely, or maybe he remembers we're not supposed to be here alone at night. Whatever this was, it didn't come for food. It came for connection. Now we wait for that next clip, because if what we saw already is real, then something much bigger has just stepped into the light.
I'm good. Barricade the house.
Hidden for centuries. Creatures of legend are no longer just stories. Caught on camera, these strange hybrids and unknown beings show that some myths were real all along. So let's look at the real mythical creatures spotted in the most unexpected places.
Saw some movement there. What was that? Oh, go, 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 go!
In Serra de Divisor National Park, a ranger was taking photos for a wildlife survey when he caught something unusual walking through an open patch of land. The creature had the body of a lion and the wings and head of an eagle, a shape that looked exactly like the griffin from old legends. The ranger filmed quietly as it walked with calm confidence, but when he tried to move a little closer, the figure disappeared into the thick forest. Since then, researchers have tried to find answers, unsure whether a legendary species survived unseen or if the ranger witnessed something else entirely. Night Stable Visitor. On October 30th, 2022, in Monserras village in Portugal, a farmer grew worried after noticing his horse behaving unusually. To figure out what was going on, he placed a trail camera near the stable. Around 2 in the morning, the recording captured something that left him frozen. A huge creature with glowing eyes walked into view. It wasn't a bear or a wolf, and the way it rose on its back legs to look over the fence felt extremely unsettling. The farmer had never seen anything like it. Even though the horse wasn't harmed that night, he still wonders if that creature might return. Winged Shadow. In the middle of the afternoon in Michigan, a resident noticed a strange figure resting on a high tree branch. When he zoomed in,
I don't know, man. Miss Cat, I've been seeing a lot of videos with her. She's been looking real compromised. That's all I'm gonna say, you know. Education purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. You know, I don't know. I really don't want to interdimensional beings that come off maybe, you know, demonic. It could be so many different variables. If you know about the real, who knows what could be going on here.
I'm sorry, I'm calling it right now. This video is AI. I've seen too many different variations of this, all back to back to back. Doesn't make sense. This is a creepy and surprisingly realistic old footage looking video that I got tagged in here on TikTok, claiming to be recorded from the year 2000, showing a goat-like creature walking on its hind legs right into the depths of this cave. Like I said, if I had to guess, I would think that this is AI. It's probably based off of Baphomet, which a lot of people find widely to be very creepy. But the only reason I think it's AI is because I've seen a few videos of this, not because it's walking on its hind legs. A lot of people don't know this, but goats are actually able to walk on their hind legs, which is why I wanted to cover this video, so that you guys know it is possible to see something like this. This goat, for example, ended up learning how to walk on its hind legs because its front legs don't work at all. And I think what a lot of people take for granted is that goats are exceptional at balancing. So if you see a goat-like creature walking on its hind legs, it's probably a goat, and you know, it's not trying to scare you. And yes, this is AI.
Nobody can rightfully say whether this is real or AI generated anymore. It's a video of these shapeshifters changing and shifting on stage like for a performance, passing it off as some sort of illusionist performance, but there's actually something a lot darker happening here. Allegedly filmed in the 90s, hence the video quality, and before AI generated videos were a thing. But obviously AI can intentionally generate videos to look blurry, grainy, and like they were filmed in the 90s. We genuinely don't know what's real and what's AI generated anymore, and this is sparking some huge debate.
What if certain videos they realize are massively been leaked by somebody or something, and they like, okay, that's why they put no limits to this AI stuff, because you won't know what's real and what isn't. And by the time you realize what's going on, that it might be us, because that's probably why they got them bunkers. You know, they could slide and disappear while we got to deal with whatever is going on. You know, we got to deal with the problem.
Debates online. People saying these shapeshifters were performing some sort of ritual for the elites, and others that it's definitely 100% AI. Grok AI on X couldn't seem to make up its mind, telling us it's authentic 90s footage one moment and oh, never mind, it's actually AI generated the next. So I took matters into my own hands and popped this video into an online AI video detector, which told us it's 99.85% not AI generated, so it's real. And then it told us it's 99.83% AI generated when I ran it again. It also doesn't seem to be able to make up its mind. This is actually very concerning. If AI video detectors can no longer...
What if some of the videos are AI and some of the videos aren't, and somebody just put a whole collage together to throw it off? Like some of these videos individually are out there that's real, and somebody just said, we got to put these videos together so no one knows what's really going on here. And these beings are real. And this could have been some showcase being showed to, like, you know, some secret society or the elites of the elites, or who knows?
To tell us what's real and what's AI generated, we can't prove anything anymore. AI videos are going to be thought to be real, and real videos are going to be thought to be AI. Nothing is real anymore. You can take a video of the most incredible, mind-blowing thing you've ever seen, and no one will ever believe you.
Did y'all see that there's also these new Tesla dogs as well? Elon Musk is not playing, y'all. He literally made a dog to replace your dog. Not only that, but they came out with a Tesla horse. And they also have a cheetah Tesla prototype that they're working on currently right now, y'all. And this thing is doing all kinds of flips and tricks. And get a little of this, not only that, but they also have a monkey prototype that they are currently working on. What is Elon Musk trying to do? What is going on? Why is Tesla creating all these things? I mean, did you hear what Elon Musk had to say? Y'all, check this out.
Probably none of us will have a job. There will be, but in that benign scenario, there would be universal high income. Not universal basic income, universal high income. There would be no shortage of business. If a computer can do and the robots can do everything better than you, then what does your life have meaning?
And I guess this is the reason why they're creating all these animals to go with these humans, and then these robots trying to be us.
Trying to learn how to be as human as you guys are.
And the crazy thing is, this is supposedly happening in our lifetime. We don't have to wait. We don't have to wait for movies to come out. This is happening right now. But yes, y'all, let me know what you guys think about this video. This is strictly for entertainment purposes only, y'all.
The thing I never grasp, or I can't grasp, or I don't understand is, so you telling me Elon, Bill, whoever achieves something exceptional in society and builds this foundation, we're on the same level or equal footing, where I could be in the same room as them, I could have the same access to certain things as them. So you telling me we're all gonna be the same? That don't sound too accurate to me, but who knows? You know, maybe that is the case. Maybe we'll get to a society to where everything is universal and everybody has access to things, but I don't know. It sounds too good to be true in my book.
Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
I saw at the foot of my bed 2 or 3 more reptile-looking beings. The short reptile was talking to me telepathically. It was telepathic. His exact words were, "We need to borrow your consciousness." He said, "We're going to borrow your consciousness, and you're going to be gone for 20 years. Do you want to help us?" And I said, "Yes." I woke up. I was not on the Earth anymore. I was taken to the moon base. There was a man. He said, "Do you remember your mom and dad? Do you have any memories?" I had complete amnesia. He said, "That's because you're a clone." This is absolutely the hardest part to recount because it still hurts.
I don't know, bruh. I don't know, bruh. We're gonna have to talk about this.
What if it was the movie with Matt Damon, I believe, was in it, and it had to do with the Wall of China, and these monsters popped up, and they had to fight them off? What if that's what's gonna happen? Like, as global warming heats up, it's going to release things that we have to defend ourselves against, and that's very adaptable and harmful to us in different manners. I'll just be thinking sometime, maybe that's why they want to block out the sun. They want to cool down the earth so much because they've been trying to prevent this situation from coming. Who knows? And maybe that's why they tried to make AI and these quantum computers to try to see if they can prevent this global catastrophe from occurring. And but what if they can't stop it? Who knows? But it's a lot of wild stuff. I got some more stuff that's about to roll in that ties in after 2026. And man, let's just resume.
Is the Illuminati.
You believe in it or you don't?
I don't believe in none of that shit. I don't think none of that shit. Especially the Illuminati shit is only us. Like, how are we not benefiting from it?
Crazy.
If we're supposed to be running this whole thing, how the fuck I get stopped by the cops the other day? Can the Illuminati come tell them get off my ass?
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
CIA's fake animals. In the 1970s, the CIA developed what they called the Insectothopter, which was a drone the size of a dragonfly and hand-painted to look like one. It was kept secret until December 2003, when it was revealed to the public at the CIA Museum, and the project was abandoned because it was too difficult to fly in crosswinds. Another similar project was the AeroVironment Nano Hummingbird, created with specifications given by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. These weren't the only times they used animals or crafted fake animals to spy on their enemies. During the Cold War, they developed a camera so light that it could be carried by pigeons in order to take aerial photos, and they even trained some of these pigeons to drop eavesdropping devices onto window ledges. However, despite successfully placing some of these devices, no usable audio was captured from them. They even used fake fish to secretly check water samples for the presence of nuclear runoff or other suspicious substances.
Most feared man in Hollywood. They don't like me in Hollywood.
Why do they not like you?
I don't wear dresses. I don't do that gay stuff on TV. They had to get some other black person to do that stuff. I'm talking, that's gunning. But they all confess they love the Lord. But you cannot compromise yourself if you love the Lord. So I play tough guys, but young kids want to be soldiers. Young kids don't want to follow a guy to wear a dress. You know what I'm talking about.
If you have horses, or if you have any sort of cattle or whatever, but mainly horses,
okay,
if you've noticed that they have braids on them,
oh yeah,
most of the times when their horses have braids and they didn't do it themselves, a duende braided their hair. That's like a sign that there's duendes in that area.
What the fuck? I've never heard about that.
Some people are saying it's witches, but I'm gonna show you a video of this guy. He's basically talking about his experiences with duendes, and one of them is a statue, because you know some people believe duendes are like little goblins running around, but other ones are like statues and shit. In Mexico, there's even little markets where you could buy some, and basically you give offerings, and you have like some sort of like pact with them. You give them whatever they want, and then they help you out whenever you need, right? But you let me know what the statue does.
Wait, what?
Les piden cosas para su vida. Por ejemplo, a este brother le piden ayúdame a dejar el vicio. Entonces, quiero dejar de fumar, por favor ayúdame. Entonces vienen, dejan cigarro. Quiero dejar de tomar, por favor ayúdame. Le deja hacer de tomar, por favor ayúdame. Le dejas.
Eyes blink. Oh, that's wild.
No way that's real, bro.
So it blinked.
Oh, it winked. It didn't blink. It was only one eye.
And yo, these legends have been around for a minute. It goes from Ireland to the Philippines to Mexico to even other parts in Central America and even South America. There's no way people could be telling the same lie.
What do they need to know that you have found out?
Everything is decided by a quite small group of men who decide who will be an MP, who will be a minister, when that minister's career will crash by pulling various levers, who will be Prime Minister, and how long they will remain Prime Minister. And of course, Conservative Party voters and people who go to the ballot box think their vote matters. It doesn't matter at all, because this stuff is all pre-decided. Some of them are names, you know, Michael Gove, Dominic Cummings. As I've said, Cummings is Gove and Gove is Cummings. They've worked together side by side for well over 20 years. Dougie Smith is, you know, you will only find one photograph on the internet of Dougie Smith. He is right now at Rishi's right-hand side as his main advisor. You know, this is a man who used to run the Fever sex parties, who has quite a notorious, you know, well-known background, but you won't hear anybody talk about Dougie Smith. When I ask people about Dougie Smith, they would say to me, I don't want to talk about him, and put their hand over my phone.
Well, allegedly, you may have just celebrated your last Christmas holiday. And why do I...
And then, you know, they say about 2027, but who says it's towards the end of 2026 was considered almost 2027, to where this situation that's supposed to occur, to where everybody talk about so-called the end. But I tell you this, like I said, if nothing happened by 2030, I heard somebody even say 2040. If nothing happened by 2030, I'm just going, I mean, I'm still living my life, but I'm not even gonna care about none of this no more. I'm gonna still be like into the like conspiracies, into the, you know, the weird videos and stuff, but I'm not gonna like think it's gonna be the end all be all type situation. So, but I do find this crazy based off what's about to be said in this video right here.
Say that because according to a post by President Donald J. Trump, he stated that this might be our last Merry Christmas. But he's not the only one saying things like that. As a matter of fact, take a look at this.
So,
Listen to
I didn't
this.
think this was true. Check this out. Hey, Alexa, how many days until Christmas 2026?
There aren't any Christmas holidays in 2026.
What did you just hear?
I don't know. I don't have one of those. Can you program them to do stuff like that? Like, let me know in the comments below. Anybody that has one of these devices.
That I just heard in that video. I thought maybe it's a mistake because there have been some updates to Alexa's operating system, including the new voice. But then I did some digging and research and found a few more videos of individuals asking similar questions and getting similar results. Take a listen to this. Listen.
Alexa, how many days until Thanksgiving 2026? Thanksgiving Day in 2026 is 332 days away, on Thursday, November 26th. Alexa, how many days until Christmas 2026? There aren't any Christmas holidays in 2026.
So did Alexa just say something that she should have not said in the first place? There was also mentions of it by AI. and also the President of the United States. So what the heck is actually going on? Is it just a mistake on all parts? Or is there actually something planned or something going to happen? And keep this in the back of your mind. AI is Alexa. Alexa is AI. And it's very difficult to scrub something from AI unless the people that control the AI scrub it themselves. And as far as the statement by President Donald J. Trump, he told everyone to enjoy what might be their last Merry Christmas. So I guess my question to you is, does any of this sound like a greeting? Or does this sound like some type of warning? Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
You guys remember when Kanye said this, then disappeared?
Not taking the responsibility as a man. That's why I say the song Closed on Sunday is the hardest record ever made. As hard as the NWA record. Because it's talking about protecting your kids from the indoctrination of the media. The thousands and thousands of images that are fed to children by the age of 6 or 7. And within those images, there are images mixed in that we don't know about as parents that are purposely mixed in to lower the kids' superpower and esteem so that they can be more susceptible to consumption and feel that they need to consume and become a part of the robotic numeric system that controls so much of the media. I just had to say it like this. You can rewind it and then do research what I'm talking about.
There's a theory that public schools aren't just taking pictures of students, they're feeding a much bigger system that nobody's talking about. Every single year, schools bring in these random third-party companies to take high-definition photos of millions of kids. And when you really stop to think about it, it's kind of strange. Most parents don't question it. We sign a form, send our kid in a clean shirt, and never think twice. But if you actually look into who owns some of these companies, that's where people online start freaking out. Because when you follow the money, you don't end up at a small photography studio. You end up at a massive data firm, corporations with investments in facial recognition, AI training, and digital identity systems. And suddenly parents online are like, why does a data company want a perfectly lit, perfectly framed, high-resolution photo of my 7-year-old? Here's where the theory gets unsettling. These companies don't just take the photo, they store it, they process it, some even claim legal ownership of every image they capture. And when parents ask them to delete it, a few have literally said no, because that picture is now part of their system. So people are asking, is this really about school pictures, or are schools quietly helping build the next generation of facial data sets starting with our children? I'm not saying it's true, but with how fast digital surveillance is growing, it's not as far-fetched as you think.
Look, buddy, there are underground suburbs just to run a massive experiment on humans.
What? Like secret bunkers?
No, not bunkers. Actual towns controlled by a covert agency. And the people living there, they have no idea what they're part of.
That makes no sense.
They were taken as kids from orphanages, adopted by undercover agents, too young to remember anything real.
Why? And what type of sci-fi crap are you on?
Buddy, just believe me, okay? It's an experiment. Every night, the artificial sky goes dark, and they release predators into the towns.
Predators?
Not animals, bioengineered hybrids. Fast, brutal, smart, designed to test how people react under pure terror.
That's insane.
The people have adapted. Some hide, some hunt back. They think it's just life. They don't know they're lab rats in a nightmare disguised as a neighborhood.
Why are you telling me this?
Because one of those towns is breaking down, and I'm going in. For entertainment purpose only.
On April 4th, 2025, an anonymous user on 4chan uploaded an image file titled RoyJPJs.jpg. The image was accompanied by a poorly written message that set the conspiracy in motion. It said, "This is a demon writing itself retroactively into pop culture history." The initial post caught fire. The term demon was intriguing, and the concept of writing itself retroactively into history is terrifying, and it evokes the ideas of hacked databases and manipulating our reality. Following the 4chan post, the theory quickly grew and spread to other platforms like Reddit and TikTok, evolving into several distinct but related theories. One theory is the AI demon hypothesis. This is the Roy J. theory's central and most fantastical claim. The theory is that Roy J. is not, and never was, a real human being. Instead, he is a non-human entity, either a literal demon, as the original post suggested, or an artificial intelligence demon. Viewers describe his movements as oddly precise, like an NPC in a video game. His facial expressions as inhuman, his jokes as unfunny and nonsensical. It's kind of mean, but also kind of true. The entire performance has been interpreted as an AI video, given a prompt of something like create a spooky comedian from the 1980s. Another theory is the artificial history theory. And this claim comes from the theory that from a simple case of a fake person to an active ongoing conspiracy. It alleges that a powerful AI was not just the source of the videos, but was fabricating a historical record for the non-existent human in real time. In our time, like as we sit here today. People on 4chan claim their initial searches for Ray J yielded almost no results. However, as people began to investigate, information suddenly seemed to appear from nowhere. A Wikipedia page materialized. YouTube videos surfaced. Old online forum posts were discovered. Darcy. It was interpreted as not the natural result of search algorithms promoting previously obscure content in responses to increased traffic, but as AI actively responding to the investigation by generating a backstory to make its creation more believable. And that is terrifying. This story taps into our fears about AI's ability to hallucinate content and create a dynamic similar to the Mandela effect, where our reality appears to be shifting. Although it's not quite the Mandela effect, because this isn't the misremembering of a thing that didn't exist. It's the thing that...
I had that theory with a lot of things, like, how do we know the Mandela effect wasn't just some rogue AI doing stuff, you know, or some experiment by the government to see who pays attention?
Didn't exist, inserting itself into existence. Another theory is this is either an ARG, a viral marketing campaign, or a hoax.
1940s lost weight. The first ultra-processed food was Kellogg's Corn Flakes. They partnered with the United Fruit Company. They paid doctors to tell people bananas were a rich source of potassium, which they're not, and to say that the perfect meal to start your day was a bowl of cornflakes with a slice of banana. That's how the famous combo came about. And they went so far as to put a coupon for a bunch of bananas in every box of Kellogg's cornflakes. No human being had a bowl of dry breakfast cereal prior to 1906. Cereal was invented by the Kellogg's brothers, and it was actually these companies that convinced people the healthiest way to start your morning was a bowl of cereal with milk. Also, oats are basically pure sugar. Oatmeal is good for one thing, and that's for fattening horses for the winter. Remember, breakfast is break fast. Lots of human and animal studies have shown the longer you delay eating breakfast, the more ketones and weight loss you will achieve. If you're eventually going to have break fast, look for fat-based sources like an avocado or omega.
They don't even be real people. This shit is crazy, y'all. Because I know all y'all go to people comments and y'all see those Jesus posts. All it's doing is rage baiting people. It ain't real people that's making that. It's bots. So now you got to think about how many influencers doing this. How many influencers figured out a way to make people talk about them, to create fake narratives, fake this, fake that? How many celebrities doing this? What is real now? Like, what is real and what is fake? This shit is serious. This shit is more serious than y'all think.
I'm gonna die for this somewhere along the lines. It's not good. Okay.
And that's why I say, like, for me, truly, if I don't meet you in real life, it's kind of hard for me to even know if you're real or not. I'm starting to really don't know. You know, I could be in some dome like The Simpsons and stuff, and the simulation or this higher entity or this AI influence only allows me to travel so far. That's why I think personally they be pushing the alcohol, these different psychedelics and these different you know, drugs, because I think they really want you to be at a low vibration. And that's why I say just avoid it altogether. Don't do none of it. And try to eat as healthy as possible, because I think a lot of that influences your mind and controls your emotions to a point to where you just playing along in the game that they want.
Picture this. I'm memory repressed about everything. Couldn't remember anything. I'm still getting side effects from this. I was memory repressed about the cloning stuff until I was 30 years old. They call it the awakening when they give you back the memories. Turns out they had me there since I was 5 years old. Okay, and my family's there, my family members and everything, and they said they're not going to lie on a lie detector test about it. It's pretty big. Like, they were going to kill me. They said. Thing is, the way that this cloning works, okay, there's two different kinds of cloning, and it confuses people. Now, there's replication cloning, where it comes up as a baby, right? Put the cells in, make the same person as a baby. Well, there's duplication cloning as well, where they grow you in a big, thick tank full of water. And there's a few different grades of cloning. There's Mark 1 to 4 that I know of. And the problem I'm having is with the Mark 2. The thing is, Mark 1 was around at the end of the World War II, but it was a primitive clone, lots of side effects. Anyway, this is even on the net. Before I started blasting on the net about this, somebody said something about the Mark 1
Have you
to
also
4.
heard the theory that the Apostle John that wrote Revelation, that he's never died? When the apostles came to Christ and they're asking like how they're going to die or something like that, he says, you'll be crucified, you'll be killed in my name. But then they're like, well, what about John? But like, he was tortured. There was a story, like I think it's in history, proven that one of the ways that they tried to kill him was lowering him in a vat of like boiling oil and
I
stuff.
had heard that, yeah.
And he survived, and then he was sent to the island of Patmos, and that's where he wrote Revelation, but never mentioned that he died. I mean, that'd be pretty dope if he was like taken up like how Elijah and Enoch.
Because he was the one whom Jesus loved.
Yeah,
That's true. Made that very clear.
Florida guy, Walmart used a drone delivery. Ron Swanson shoots down a drone thing. Dude is in trouble now because he shot down a Walmart drone that wouldn't leave his backyard. It was like trying to make a delivery, and he was trying to like wave it on. It wouldn't leave, so he went in, got a pistol, and shot the thing. But it's like the fact that this is real.
Where are the regulations? Why can't you shoot it? It's in your yard.
Is there like an airspace above private property that you can have, like own?
Well, that's the thing. They haven't defined any of.
Can't just be shooting in the air. Like, let's not do that. We don't want a stray object hitting somebody. So we got to be very careful with stuff like that. In my opinion, I'm just saying, be very mindful of your actions, how it could possibly affect others. But you know, this the videos that I've delivered for y'all today. Hopefully y'all liked it. I just started getting over a head cold, so it took me a little longer to get everything together. I was going to drop something last Friday, but I wasn't feeling too well after the New Year's, you know, so, but we back, we healthy, we're strong, and we just, you know, slowly taking everything a day at a time. And I appreciate everybody, and hopefully you liked everything I put together today, and might see you Friday. I might see you next week. Please like, comment your thoughts, and thank you.